up at 5:30.
Yeah.
We're on the Skylink. It's like just like Disneyland. We're on the Skylink, trying to make our flight to Orange County. Will we make it? Will we make it? They held us up for having a hot brisket and suitcase. 20 minutes, but we're still good. Let's go. We've made it off the Sky Tram, folks. We are in good shape. We're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. Jake, you think we're gonna make it?
Yeah.
Ready to go down the escalator. You ready to roll, dude? You're just gonna say, hit it, kitty cat. You say, hit it, kitty cat, when?
Hit it, kitty cat.
All right, hit it, kitty cat. Well, folks, we made it to Orange County today after a pretty easy flight, actually. Merry Christmas to everybody. It is Christmas Day in Orange County, Newport Beach, and we are headed to JK Mortgage to get a few things, an ice chest. We gotta pack up this brisket, probably sweating in that thing. And the brisket almost made us miss our flight. I thought they were gonna do a taste test on that thing. They could smell it, they wanted to verify it. I'm surprised they didn't want to take a taste or test the meat or something. So, look at the tree behind me here. Merry Christmas from John Wayne Airport. Let's go. So, I was telling my friend Greg that look at the traffic is kind of, there's some traffic going south. My friend said you better be careful in the traffic in LA and Orange County on Christmas Day because it's going to be really that bad. And I go, well, I never really had bad traffic ever coming south because we've done that trip at least 8 times from Visalia to Grandma Donna's house in Placentia, Yorba Linda on Christmas Day because we'll always be in Visalia. But it made me think about, Jake, one year we were driving to Amy and Luke's house, James and Catherine's house, when they lived in Tulare. And your mom was in the front seat, and you were in the back seat in your baby seat. And you wanted out of that car. You were screaming. And I couldn't find the street. It was foggy. It was dark. It was like 6:30 or 7 p.m. And we were a little bit late. We were going there to the Christmas Day at Amy's house. And oh my gosh, you were screaming. I'll never forget that.
Cut.
Yep. Well, YouTubers, we are back. Justin here with my son Jake. We have made it from our home in Celina in an Uber to DFW for a 9 a.m. flight. We went through Clear, which he doesn't even have Clear, and they let us through. And then, so we got to Orange County, hopped in an Uber there, went to the office, got the vehicle we're driving in right now, the G-Wag, and then now we're on the Grapevine in 68-degree weather, sunny. It is gorgeous out. Look at this. And Jake's asleep back there. He is asleep in the corner. He was tired. It is beautiful weather, and I'm stoked that we're on the road here, and just I'm loving this warm Southern California weather as we head to Visalia, California, just to go up to see our family and have a little happy little Christmas after we got the ice chest. And I got the Yeti. I took the pink Yeti today. You'll see it It's my favorite colored Yeti. It's a hot pink, and it's a little cube one. And I put the brisket in there, and I put it on ice. So that way, it's not just, I don't know. I put that in my suitcase. We got held up at the airport because I smoked a brisket last night from 6 p.m. until 3:30 in the morning. 7.5 hours or something. And then 8.5. Yeah. No, 9.5. Anyway, so, and I put it in foil, and then I put it in Ziploc bags, and then I put it in a trash bag, and I wrapped it in a towel, put it in my suitcase. We were late to the drop-off because I don't usually check bags, so I had to check a suitcase to put that in, and all the other stuff we're taking because I got my kid with me. So I took a big bag, and I was like, I'll check this thing. They wouldn't let us check it. It was too late, so we had to take it with us to the gate. We got to the gate. We had to run it through the scanner, and they were, what is this? What is this? I said, that is a brisket. The guy was like, I can smell it. So they took my suitcase out. They opened the whole thing up. Had to undo the whole bag and look at the brisket. I'm like, do we need to have a taste test here? People, as I'm almost going to miss my flight. We had to go get on the D, or we had to get on the Skytram, which is odd for the Frontier that we were flying on, which, shout out to Frontier, you guys are pretty darn good, except for charging me for my extra $25 for my bag today, that I didn't do it already. Such a scam, you guys, sometimes, it's so annoying. Anyway, I get it though. Anyway, we can't have everything that we want. I'm on the Grapevine looking at these purple mountains, purple and brown mountains. It looks like Palm Springs out here. This is the part of Southern California that's called the Tehachapi area. It's a national forest. And this is where the Dukes of Hazzard was filmed in here. That's a beautiful country. You can see the background in here. It's rolling hills, some steep hills actually. We're going to be through it pretty soon. And we will drop into the Central Valley. And we'll drop to the Central Valley and we'll head up to Bakersfield. And we'll keep going through Bakersfield. Once we keep going to Bakersfield, we'll go through Tulare and a lot of little tiny farm towns, including McFarland. The movie that's the town that there was a movie about called McFarland that Kevin Costner played the track coach who got moved there because he was a delinquent somewhere in Ohio. He got fired from his job, his teaching job, and ended up moving out here to work in this migrant farm worker community, and he had a really bad attitude, but it ended up changing him as a person, and he ended up winning the state championship, and there's a movie made about it. It's called McFarland, Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner's from Visalia, where we're going. He went to Mount Whitney, I think, one of the 3 main high schools, for a year or something, or 2. I don't think he went the whole time, but he did live in Visalia for a short period of time. And he's the man. So shout out to Kevin Costner. I saw Kevin Costner one day. It was a rainy day back in my drinking days. It was a rainy day in Santa Barbara, downtown Santa Barbara in the 90s, in the 1990s. I was in there drinking wine, red wine on a rainy day, a Sunday, with a buddy. I think it was Jim Abercrombie. And we were in there. Who was sitting at the bar at the Blue Agave downstairs? Blue Agave was such a cool place. I don't know if it's still there. Blue Agave, Kevin Costner, kind of long, messy hair, with a bunch of really hot Asian women that were in really good shape. Anyways, he looked like he was having a good time. Can you blame him? I cannot blame him for wanting to enjoy that part of his life. So we're heading up here to Hungry Valley, Gorman exit is a little town called Gorman on the edge of the mountains. There's Smoky Bear Road is the exit here. And we're going to be through this in a little bit. We'll be dropping into the Central Valley, but look how beautiful this country is here that we are driving through. Most of the people, that are in, for example, that are in my coaching group that are from other states, they come to California once in a while, but you don't usually drive from LA County to up north unless you're doing a road trip or something. So somebody might get to check this out that doesn't usually get to check this out. There's been other times, I was saying today, that we used to make this drive, Jake and I, we would be in Visalia, where we're going, where my dad lives, in the Central Valley, right just east of San Luis Obispo in the Central Valley. And we would go there Christmas Eve, and sometimes Janelle, his mother, was with us when we were together, and she would go with us. But we would make that drive Christmas morning, or get up early so we could get down to Placentia so that Jake could get to his grandmother's house, Grandma Donna, because it's important that Grandma Donna has her Christmas, and wishing Dan and Donna happy Christmas. Not able to make it this year, which they've always made me feel welcome and invited me, which is cool, very cool. I went the last few years, but we live in Texas half the time now. I live in Texas half the time. Jake lives all the time. His mother lives there all the time with her husband and their kid, little Jaggy. So we're headed up to the valley. We will update you soon, and let's go. YouTubers, we are back. We are rolling north on the 99.5. Once you go over the Grapevine, it turns into, well, you can take the 99, and we took the 99, and the 5 ends up going kind of northwest, and the 99 kind of goes straight, so it goes northwest, like to the Bay Area, through San Luis Obispo, or near San Luis Obispo. Anyway, so we're going straight up the 99, and this is a 3-lane nice highway now, but it used to be an old highway, and it's still an old highway. I'm doing a deal up by Turlock, and you go up there, and it's like there's a side road that's the old Highway 99 still. It's crazy. It's just an old 2-lane, one each way. Anyway, but this is what it looks like, and it's actually a really pretty day. You get a lot of days like, you know how you can't see, I don't know if you can tell, you can't see too far because of the smog that sits in the valley, and some days it's really bad, and it gets, the fog gets really bad here at night in the winter when it's a lot of it's very wet in the air, and especially when the ground is wet. When it's rained, that's when the fog comes. But lots of farmland out here, and we're gonna go through McFarland and Bakersfield here in a little bit, and lots of vineyards out here to the right. They've just pruned back. They prune all of the trees, the fruit trees and the grapes and all those types of tree fruit type agriculture. They trim them back in the winter. They trim back, they call it pruning, and they prune the wood back, and then it grows again how they want it to grow, or they train them how they want them to grow by the way they prune them. This is a new one, it looks like, here to the right. You can see these vineyards. They're going to put one up. They're going to start new ones. They've got stakes, and they get them to grow up the stakes. So we'll update you shortly. Okay, people. No, the song's played out. Anyways, we're here in Tulare, California.
Vanilla baby, I'll choke you behind.
Yeah, that song's played out. But anyways, we're here in Tulare, the first stop here. This is the Tulare Outlets here. It's nothing, it's no, let's just say it's no South Coast Plaza, but it does the job. Boot Barn is always a good place to get your kids' school shoes for the year. They don't have any Nikes, but you know, it does the job, especially if they're working out in the farm or the dairy in Tulare. Man, did you know that rhymes? I own a dairy in Tulare. Well, I'm sure that's not the first time. Okay, YouTubers, you see this sign here? You see this sign, Visalia here? This is on the way to the National Forest, which is Yosemite. And you go through Visalia, you go through Exeter, you take this road right here, this highway we're gonna take. Ladies and gentlemen, you've entered Tulare, California, the gateway to the Sequoias and breadbasket of the United States of America. Many, many legendary farmers have taken ownership and pride in the Central Valley here with not only dairies and livestock, but most specifically tree fruit, berries, a lot of berries recently because of the types of climates that the blueberries can grow in, but mostly it was cotton, corn, lots of cotton and corn back in the day, and a lot of tree fruit, peaches, plums, nectarines, prunes. French prunes is what we had. Oranges, a lot of citrus. Almost left that out. That's the main thing. Citrus, oranges, and lemons, and now they're doing a lot of hybrid citrus like tangelos and stuff like that. Anyway, headed on in here to lovely downtown Visalia. If you were to take this freeway here all the way to the mountains, you'd be in the Sequoias in about an hour and 10 minutes. Make sure that you stop by the Gateway, not the Gateway that is Sequoias, but the restaurant called the Gateway. It's very, very good, beautiful, more beautiful than it is good. The food's good, but it's the ambiance and on the river and the setting that makes it enticing and special.